Merry Christmas. Just putting the last ornament on the tree. There we go. Beautiful. Looks better down there anyway. I'll just climb down and I'll have a little chat with you. Merry Christmas. Welcome to my home. As you can see, I have a lovely tree that I found somewhere. Anyway, it's decorated with all the important accoutrements of the season. It just brings a chuckle to my heart. Anyway, I thought I would just kind of go over a couple things. I get letters, you know, I am Santa Claus, but there's some questions that are very generic that I get asked all the time. So if you want to write them to me, we'll still try to get back to you, but these are going to answer some of those questions. Anyway, one of the questions I get asked a lot is, how do you get around the world so fast? Well, I can't tell you the secret, but there's actually a shortcut. Shh, don't tell anyone. Anyway, let's see, another one here. Do you smoke a pipe? Well, I want to clarify that because I know in 'Twas the Night Before Christmas it talks about that. It says that I clenched a little pipe in my teeth, and I know there's drawings and pictures of me with a corncob pipe and two oh wait, no, that's Frosty. Yeah, but there is pictures of me smoking and stuff like that. Listen, Santa Claus doesn't smoke. If Santa Claus smoked, his beard and hair would end up lighting up. Oh, I'd look like a chimney that I'm trying to climb down. Oh, we can't have that now, can we? Anyway, it makes me laugh to think of the idea of Santa Claus smoking. You know, when Santa was younger, he thought about trying it, but then he said, no, you don't get to live long if you smoke. Not as long as I hope to live, and I've been around for a long time, so I must be doing something right. Another question I get asked a lot is another health type question anyway. It's why are you so fat? Well, okay, most of the year I'm not fat. It's just around Christmas. See, to have the energy to get to everybody's house, I have to put on a little bit extra weight because it takes an awful lot of calories to get to the billions of people that are in the world now. Santa, when he was younger and there was less people in the world, still had to chunk up, but he chunks up a little bit more now. But really, itchy nose, not fixing beards or anything like that because they're beautiful. Anyway. So, why am I so fat? Like I said, it takes a lot of energy to get around the world, and the reason why I'm able to metabolize this is because, well, I have a disease called North Polio. It's not like the crippling polio that attacks children. Mine was North Polio. It allows me to metabolize food at a much greater rate than most people will. I guess I was just lucky that way. Oh, I could go on all day about some of the things that I've eaten over my years, but I just want to point out something. I don't always eat all of the milk and drink all the milk and eat all the cookies. I do drink a fair bit of milk, but I do like that. When I gotta give you a little secret, some of you are kind enough to leave out little treats for Rudolph and the reindeer, like the carrots and the lettuce. Well, you know what? They can only eat so much. I know they're doing a lot of work. They're having to pull my big giant body and all the presents around. But they've got magic to help them go. I've just got my gut. So I try to stuff myself with the healthy foods the best I can. But I gotta tell you, I do. Itchy again. I do have a weakness for the sweets. But I do try not to eat too many of them because, well, I'm Santa Claus. I have to get around. I have to be healthy. Look how healthy and happy I am. Anyway, let's get on to another question. Santa tends to ramble. Oh, okay. Why do you dress the way you do? Oh, that's a very good question. I've seen several people asking me that, and I have to say, there's a really good reason why I dress the way I do. If I didn't and people see me coming out of the house, they might think I'm robbing them. And at Christmas time, oh, for land's sakes, that makes me chuckle. It makes me scratch my mustache a bit. Woo! Anyway, oh yes, my director's telling me to kind of move on with things, so I better speed things up a little bit. Anyway, what was I going on about that time? I forgot. Anyway, I believe it's why I dress the way I do. Yeah, well, at one point in time, this wasn't an unusual kind of garb to wear. Everybody used to look like this. Like, everybody, even the women, they grew big giant beards and had long, lovely hair. And the judges just were so envious. They powdered wigs, and they wanted to wear red hats, but they weren't allowed. And oh my goodness, just thinking of them on the jury with the red hats makes me laugh. Anyway, and that's why I dress the way I do. Basically, it's so that the coppers don't get me thinking that I'm robbing places. Okay. Let me see another one. This one kind of makes me sad when I see it. I do get asked, why didn't I get everything I asked for? Well, I forget sometimes. But you get a lot, and I'm sure you're mostly happy out there. And just send me off another letter, and if I forget to, well. Isn't that a beautiful tree? Anyway, let me see. I got the pipe one. Oh, here's a very important one. Are you the Santa that I see at the mall? Well, not usually. There's a lot of malls, for gosh sakes. That capitalism is just taking right off. And what wonderful things. I like to shop sometimes. And you know what? I've been known to sit on some of those Santa's laps myself without them knowing. It's funny that they don't recognize me when I'm not all big and chubby. Anyway, but I gotta say though, once in a while, I do take on those jobs to work at the mall, so it might actually be me that you're saying Merry Christmas to and telling me your gifts. And usually I get those right because I have someone that jots down those things, but the letters I write off, like, I'm not very good with computers yet. That's why my young friend is helping me with all of this. Because, Santa has been around for a long time, and I'm very busy, trying to figure out what everybody wants and going over my list of who's naughty and who's nice. And that's why we decided to try to speed things up a little bit. That way I can go to my computer lessons tonight. And hopefully that'll help me not mess up any more of your guys' requests, so I don't forget to bring you what you want. It makes my mustache itchy. Anyway, sometimes though, to be honest, sometimes when you don't get the gifts that you asked for, though, it becomes one of those moments that you learn in life that you go, everything doesn't get handed to you. We have to be responsible, too. It's nice to have Santa Claus bring stuff, but, listen to me prattle on. You can tell I'm an old man if I'm going to start giving you lectures. Anyway, it's Christmas time, and I want you to enjoy this video. We put it on YouTube, so if you want to ask questions down below, I'll surely shoot out another video so we can address that sort of thing. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. There was one other question here. What's under your hat? Well, Santa! Oh, look at this. Usually it doesn't get this long. Santa's just been too busy helping the elves and looking over the list, and Mrs. Claus has been baking these wonderful treats for me, and I haven't had time to get to the elf barbers when they do their snippety snip. I better put the hat back on. Oh, itchy mustache. I do love the mustache, though. It completes the look. Anyway, one other thing, though. You may have seen me somewhere else. I also play Saruman in Lord of the Rings. Anyway, that's just me acting. I'm not really mean. I like Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and all those others. But anyway, I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Feel free to watch this all Christmas long. Well, instead of watching the Yule fire they put on TV, strike up the computer and have Santa Claus there. And, you know, just for hoots, I'm going to stare into the camera for 30 seconds. No, I'm not. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.